welcome to my channel today. Firstly, this is part of my video a day in May. I hope you're enjoying. I think this is going to be like the 5th of May, I think. But I will make sure that I have all the numbers right in the video description. Today's share is for Craspire, and I've been doing a little bit of playing. You can see here. So how well can you see that? There you go. So there's a little squirrel. I've done that with a couple of different blues. I've used my India ink markers to colour him. And just so you get an idea of what they look like, not coloured. Can you see, is that focusing on that? So there's the butterfly with the flower here. I think it's dirty because I've got stuff everywhere in my craft room. But that's obviously pink and white that is marbled together. It looks really cool. This one is those 3 different colours. And that's the one that I had custom made. So the Love Heart A, M, J and H. And it's got that greeny colour, the darker blue and the white. And again, I've just used my India ink markers. Then this is just the darker blue and the white, again with the A, M, J and H. And then now this one, so these ones I used this wax for. And then this one, isn't he adorable firstly? It's my little fox, can you see that? I hope he's focusing. Again, I've used my India ink markers to colour him up. For this one I've used the candles. Now I think it's because I was working on my glass mat, which is quite cool to the touch if it's not being heated. I know that sounds really dumb, but it is quite cool. So I think what I actually did with this one, I melted the wax straight onto my glass mat, and I found that it was dried or drying, well, too hard for me to do my impression. So I then peeled all of it up and I remelted it in my little spoon here, re-poured it, and then got a better stamp. So I'm going to experiment a little bit with that. I think though today I'm going to play with just making a few that I can, like these ones, that you can use for embellishments, stick on cards, maybe have a few of these ready to go, like if you wanted to do seals for Christmas cards, that kind of thing. And you know, you want to do a bit of prep work beforehand, you could make up a bunch of them and pop them aside, and then all you'd have to do would be to use some double-sided tape or wet glue and add them to those, or use them in scrapbooking pages. I'm actually thinking about how I can use them in scrapbook pages. So I'm going to pop you on fast forward and we'll go from there. Okay, so I've got my candle lit there. I did end up using some of my own candles because I kind of ran out the little ones that came in the pack, which is awesome because they got used. And I've obviously found that a bigger candle burns longer. And with my forgetful brain, that is a really good idea. So on all of the videos and information that I found, it suggests 3 beads is a pretty good size. I do experiment, I think, a bit later on and do 4, but you can see there, obviously that was not the whole time it took, but it doesn't take all that long for it to melt. I just put my little beads into the spoon, held it over the flame, and then you can see once all the wax has melted, and I just put it straight onto my glass mat. Using a paper towel while the wax is still warm to to clean that out. And then I just popped the stamp over the top of it and left it to sit for a minute. You can see I've just left it on my cutting mat. I have found that I need to use a little bit of extra force to get them off my glass cutting mat, but if they are completely cool, then it's pretty easy to get them off. Like I said, I decided to give 4 a go because I hadn't yet. So I've got 4 beads here, and they're obviously all pink. 2 of them have got like a pearly, shiny-ish finish. You can see there I'm just showing you how to clean that spoon again, and fair warning, these spoons get very, very hot. So you can see there, I'm just leaving that pink one to cool completely. And you can see here, I've just got my little spatula, and I'm not forcing it all that much. I'm just kind of sliding it under there, and you'll see it just pops away. I did show you the stamp before, just to show you, and that is my little fox. He's so cute. Just to show you that there was nothing left on that stamp, which is really cool. So while this was setting, now I should have left this one a bit longer before I peeled it up. Because it's got the 4 beads, it obviously did take a bit longer for it to cool. And you will see that there is a tiny little bit that obviously wasn't cool enough for me to peel off my mat yet. You'll see in just a sec. But while that was cooling, I did write in a card and address the front of the card, of the front of the envelope. So you can see there, and then that just scrapes straight off. So easy. Yeah, so I've written in a card and decorated the envelope. There is the little pink one that I created, so pretty. And I'm going to, I don't know why I'm trying to balance them on there. I'm going to seal this envelope with this, and I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment, kind of. But another tip that I saw was to mark the center bottom of the stamp, especially if it's a directional stamp, so that you knew that you were stamping it the right way up. What I saw suggested a lead pencil, because then it doesn't leave a mark in the wax. So this is a baby card. My friends have had a baby boy. I'm using blue wax because I can. I'm just heating that again, and I'm going to pull this straight over the top of the join of the envelope there. Now it does take a little while for the wax. It does take a little while for the wax to cool. So I've got enough time, and you can see I'm sprinkling some glitter on there, and I'm using my stamp here. I was just looking for my line, and I've just popped that on there, pushing it in. I don't have a perfect impression, but I think that's one of the things that I really love about these. Now, doing it straight onto the envelope means I can just move the whole envelope with the stamp still attached and pop it aside till it cools completely, do a bit of a tidy up on my area. And here is the glittery fox. It's so cute. So that was my share for you for today, for the 5th. And here are some close-up shots. I'm having so much fun with these, even though I did burn myself. But I hope that you enjoy. I do have another share coming up for Craftspire. That will be next week. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave them below. I also have an affiliate link below and a discount code for you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you again tomorrow.